Now, it's day 6 of Russian airstrikes in Syria, and according to the Defense Ministry, Russian jets carried out 25 sorties and hit 9 Islamic State group targets in the past 24 hours. It says a communication centre in Homs was among the targets, as well as a command centre in Latakia. Washington and its allies have accused Russia of seeking to bolster its ally President Assad under cover of a claimed assault on the Islamic State group. Joining me now is Wassim Nasr, France 24's expert on jihadi movements. Wassim, what more can you tell us about Russia's targets in Syria?
What you can say today, that despite the announcement of coming from Russia, everybody knows that in the region of Latakia and the region of Idlib, there is no presence for the Islamic State since January 2014. They were fought by the rebels and they left the area towards Raqqa and other areas in western Syria. So, in fact, they hit some positions of the Islamic State, notably in the town of Qaryatain, which is a Christian town next to Homs, as you just said, but they are focusing on rebel areas in the north, so in Idlib and in Homs and next to Hama. Why? Because these regions are very vital for the regime, and these regions are being, the regime is trying to hold to these regions, which called like the useful Syria, as we say, to maintain the continuity between Damascus, the capital, the road up to Homs, Hama, and then to the coastal area, which is the stronghold of the regime.
Like I said, Russia's air campaign in Syria started 6 days ago now. What effect has it had so far on civilians?
We have seen many civilian casualties in many areas where the Islamic State isn't present. We should focus on this. But it's logical because the Russian politicians and the Russian government, as the Syrian government, is following a clear policy. They are saying that everybody who took arms against Assad since 2011 is a terrorist. So for them, it's legit to target these people, and there is a military reason for this, because as I told you, the stronghold of Assad was a bit in danger. The road from Damascus till the coast was in danger, so the first aim for them is to secure this road. Then by making a bomb carpet hitting of many towns, the Sunni population in this region will evacuate. So there will be like a buffer zone between Sunni regions and Alawite regions, which will make any military advance from the side of the rebels very difficult. And on the other hand, we know that the Russians are imposing their agenda in Syria. So imposing the fact that everybody who took arms against Assad is a terrorist. So now when we see this population hit and the rebels, for some which were supported by the West, hit by the Russians and not being defended by the West, these people will have three choices. Either they will stop fighting and leave the country, either they join more radical groups like Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State, which will serve the policy of Assad in a way, because there will be only two choices, the jihadis or him. And on the other hand, it serves also the jihadi propaganda, because the Islamic State says from day one that they are alone against everybody, and today we are seeing this coalition, or kind of a coalition, where everybody is hitting on them. So this will have an echo on the level of the population either in Syria or in Iraq.
And Wassim, a quick word on France and its position.
France is in a very difficult position as the United States, because this morning we heard Laurent Fabius, the
Foreign Minister.
Exactly, saying that when he was asked, should Nusra be hit? And Nusra is the Al-Qaeda branch in Syria. He said yes, he couldn't say otherwise. But he said also that other terrorist groups are going to be hit. So we should know now, who are the terrorist groups today in Syria? Are we following the Russian vision or the Syrian vision or another vision? So it's very difficult for them. And this is how Russia is proving that its engagement in Syria is clear since day one. While on the other hand, the Western powers don't have a clear engagement, either with or against. And today, Russia, we should say it, is imposing its agenda.
Okay, thank you very much indeed for that analysis, Wassim.